Hmm. Okay, sorry. Try again. Good morning, Wonder Women of the world. We're trying here with 1 million women to tech to be on all various kinds of technology. Today, we would like to share with you the last community update of 2018. This is Ilona Budapesti. I would actually like to give it over to Vanessa Dunford for a moment to start with thanking the original first cohort of volunteers who had helped us with Summer of Code. Then I would like to announce the Winter of Data syllabus and the mentor organization applications opening, as well as thanking all the volunteer cohort number 2 and telling a little bit about graduation and celebration. And then finally, we would like to show you the volunteer cohort 3 openings. And then I think I would love for Ola and Irina to also say highlights for their volunteer groups. Okay, Vanessa, please take us away.
Okay. So, ladies, if you only knew about 1 million women to tech because of Winter of Data, that's okay. Basically,
oh, that's awesome. Yes.
because there will be ladies who never heard of us before. So we've started back in April, beginning of April, and back then there are these beautiful women who actually put their precious time, their talent in helping Ilona. And this was I wasn't even in the picture yet. Yes. So you know, so I only probably appeared I think end of May. So I would like to take this moment to, just express our sincerest gratitude to Katie Bins, Cassia. I don't know how to say your last name, but Cassia, you are extremely beautiful, very talented lady. Kasha, yes. Kasha, sorry. Carolina Jaworska, Sana Volanen. If you're watching this, girl, I really hope that you're kicking ass. I mean, Sana is a dynamite. I mean, I remembered her, putting all the names of the pre-registered girls in the Summer of Code in our Facebook, and it was always like, every single person has to introduce themselves, like an introduction of what they're doing and stuff. So Sana, girl, thank you so much, yo. I mean, I don't know what you're doing right now, but I remembered when we were in that group chat with Ola, with Laura. We were trying to do this mentor form, and my God, like you're super, super. You have this energy, like you have this passion to help, and I think it's an opportunity for me to actually meet someone like you. Rachel, fantastic moderator in Facebook, in Discord as well. she
Can
did try to help.
we just, because it's Winter of Data, is it okay if we quantify the achievement
Of
all
course,
these
of course.
people?
So yeah,
Okay. So
that
for those of you who are new, we originally started out at the University of Oxford, aiming just to reach 300 women locally around Oxford and London. Mm-hmm. And it's thanks to women like Kasha and those who are being thanked that within 3 months there were 19,951 women signed up from 145 different countries. And that's why we are here. That's when actually the name changed. Originally, it was just the Summer of Code. And it was you who voted through the Facebook group and the polls to bring this to 1 million women. So it is actually to all of you, and it's extremely meaningful.
Yeah. Ramila as well. Ramila.
Oh,
yes.
From Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Can I ask people who are watching, Anila, Ashitabat, Agnes Poka, Anashushtichai, Anu, Brenda Sitava, Brooke, Kravets, I hope I pronounce it, Diana Zapata, Hala Yunez, Janelle or Yanel H, Yo or Joe, Milcha, Pubudhi, Sacha, Sylvia, Veronica, Yannick, hi Yannick. Type in quickly the country where you're watching from. This is always nice to see how international we are.
Yeah.
And then Vanessa, any last outpour of love before I go into the main announcements?
Yeah, I just want to also, I'm gonna mention it in the slides later regarding the legacy form and stuff anyway. But if I did not mention your name, I just want to grab this opportunity, like all the country coordinators from Summer of Code. Thank you so much from every single one of you. We wish you nothing more but like just success in everything that you do, whatever programming language that you're currently working on at the moment. Because in here we are one massive global community, and that's what we're aiming for. So that is it for me. Unless Ola or Irina, do you want to add something?
I would like them to finish. Is that okay? So we start with a little outpour of love in the beginning, and then we can do outpour of love at the end. Excellent. All right, ladies watching here, are you ready for the syllabus of the Winter of Data? I think this is quite important. Serbia, United Kingdom, India, Sri Lanka, Kenya. Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started then. I shall share my screen. The purpose of me sharing here is to get your questions and feedback. So if you are confused, that's awesome. That means other people will be confused as well. So please ask so we can improve the description in the chat. So please type in any questions in the chat. You will see under 1millionwomen-to-tech.com, we have announced the mentor organization applications are open as of today. In here, you will find details, of course, on how the mentor organization works. But what is interesting for you is that we are now publishing the 2019 timeline. This is a draft. It might slightly change, but not much. I think the only changes that might happen is that we will probably try to arrange like a Monday and Friday, like workday matches. But this is the structure. This will stay. We have Winter of Data coming, which is the digital numeracy course. You can take it for free as a DIY option, or you can join the gold membership, in which case we will try to arrange for mentoring, and we will arrange for certification for you. After that, we are announcing, this is new, depending on how many mentor organizations we get, we would love to offer a spring apprenticeship where you can actually have a paid opportunity. Now for this, the entry requirements are much higher because of course this is a real job. But if you were looking for that, either that first job opportunity or that internship or that returnship that will get you into technology, you know, this will be it. Then we have our Summer of Code, which we started with actually last year, and we were very excited. That's 12 courses from basic Python and JavaScript all the way to juicy stuff such as natural language processing, artificial intelligence, mobile apps, blockchain, AR, VR, and collaboration via GitHub. And then we would like to run another apprenticeship in the fall. So you see basically course, work, education, and then work. Coursework, education, and then work. And hopefully this way we can achieve our mission by combining education and job placements. My request to all of you is many companies will have a little bit of budget left at the end of December. No matter who it is, if it's a brother, sister, mother, father, or you working in an organization that might be willing to either donate, sponsor, or become a mentor organization, would you just please share this link with them? Because we have a couple of webinars coming up today and Monday and Tuesday for them to get started. So that's it for that. And then under the Winter of Data, you will see the syllabus. So drum roll, please.
Yeah.
We have 5 topics announced and a surprise topic. January 14th to March 8th. This is January 14th, I believe, from Monday to March 8th, Friday. This is 8 weeks. The topics are exploratory data analysis and visualization. I'll read it out. How to find and import interesting data sets, data wrangling, cleaning and transforming data, exploring data sets, and visualizing them. Already from here in that first topic, if you are or in a STEM background, you realize we're trying to keep this non-mathematical. So this is a difference. You can get all of this same material from books or Coursera or Udacity and so on. Often, however, the introductory data science courses will actually be aimed at those who have done a lot of linear algebra and and probability and statistics. So it comes immediately with mathematical definitions and so on. And those are important. We will point you to the resources. But for somebody who doesn't have that background, it doesn't create the basic intuition. And the goal of these courses is to give you the intuition, because you already live in this world of data, no matter what you do, right, Irina?
Yes, Irina is.
Okay,
yes.
so this is the difference in the approach, is we will point you to the mathematical and the rigorous definitions, but those are already out there. And the goal here is more to interact, to ask questions, to get intuition. Can I get some thumbs up in the chat? If this is clear, please type a little B on your keyboard for thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have questions, please also type it in. Awesome.
And ladies, I just want to let you know that we are actually live in YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, I mean, you can stay
Well,
with
they are
us in
here.
Zoom.
If they're on Zoom, they can stay here. I think it's
Yeah?
we
Okay.
didn't. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube, I think, will have a little delay, like a 10-second delay, so you get more
Yes.
interaction here. Then feel free
Mhm.
to. There's a Q&A button here as well. If you have questions, feel free to do that as well. Now let's move on. Topic 2, descriptive statistics. Types of data: categorical, ordinal, numerical. Describing the properties of data, summarizing the main properties of your data set. So this is interesting. Basically, what you are seeing here is if you got a job or a gig with a company that is working with data, and it doesn't have to be computer science. Irina here, our amazing marketer, is very big on telling us that no matter what you are doing, let's say you're in marketing, it's just more and more data is flowing into you. And the process is the same. So you will come and you will start exploring your data, seeing what are its strengths, what are its weaknesses, what is it clean, is it not? Do you need to standardize it, normalize, what transformations do you need to do? And then you try to describe it, describing the mean, the median, the outliers, there's any skew. So you're trying to get a sense for really what it is. Does that make sense? So this is the second topic. Number 3 will be topic number 3 is estimation. So we'll talk about measurement errors, statistical models, measuring a single variable, then measuring relationships between variables. So how does Y change if you modify X? This is the basic tenet. And lead versus lag measures, and finally evaluating forecasting models. So here we are a little bit now crossing over with Summer of Code week 4, which was introduction to AI, or machine learning and artificial intelligence, because most of the time you're not interested in the data you're not only interested in the data for what it has described in the past, but you would like it to be a magic crystal ball, right? You're trying to forecast usually on what will happen in the future. What can we expect? Will we see growth? Will we see decay? Will there be potential problems? Will there be opportunities? So yes, we want to see what was in the data set and what's in the past, but we want to also estimate. Okay, I have a couple questions. Ashita Pat says, will this SOC be of the same syllabus? Very good question, Ashita. I think in general, the Summer of Code will be the same syllabus. It might be that we make it a bit, there were requests. So one of the requests was more exercises. So I think that will happen. And the other request was to give more guidance depending on how much time people have. So we will probably give you guidance as to, like, if you only have, 2 minutes a day, or you only have 1 hour a day, or if you have 8 hours a day. So we will probably have little PDFs just telling you how to consume it depending on how much time you have. Anita, I enroll in SOC, but just take 1 week. Would I continue that? It's your choice, Anita. We are offering this as a menu. This is called a course menu. So you can take as little or as much as you would like. Okay. I think it depends on what you want to achieve with it. Some questions. Will the lectures be similar to SOC? How about the Q&A? Anna Shustic, great question. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ola, can I trouble you to maybe copy these questions and then add them to the Q&A?
Sure.
Thank you. Wow, great questions. Thank you for everybody asking questions.
Yes, please.
The will lectures be similar to SOC? And how about the Q&A? The lectures will be similar but shorter. This was another request we received. We had the teaser at 9 and then a whole hour of lecture and a whole hour of Q&A. So it was almost 3 hours every day, which many of you did, which is amazing. We received a request to make it shorter so that it's accessible. So the idea is there will be the 2-minute daily data, which is just a definition and a little, maybe little,
something.
Yeah, a little surprise. But just for 2 minutes, we'll start at 6 a.m. Pacific time, then a little break, and then from quarter of the hour to the full hour, that's all it will be. And we're estimating 30 minutes lecture and 15-minute Q&A per day, Monday through Friday, and then that's it. Will you cover pandas, NumPy, SciPy, or data sets from Kaggle or similar? That's very, very good questions. There will be, we will use some of them. I think especially we will use a little bit of NumPy. I would also like to demo a little bit on how to use the iJavaScript kernel inside a Jupyter notebook so that you can use JavaScript to do data visualization, because that gives you interactivity. Like with Python, you can't actually zoom in or change the range or do anything, versus with JavaScript in the browser, you can have interactive data exploration. So I will demo it, but the goal of the course is not to give you knowledge about a specific toolkit or library. So no, I will not go deeply into those. They all have excellent documentation there. We will focus mostly on how would a data scientist or data analyst approach a problem, what is the process, and what are the intuitions, and what are the pitfalls. Because when I've talked to data scientists who are working in the field and they are interviewing newcomers, let's say university graduates, one of the problems they see is that they have had maybe good mathematical background, but actually they don't know what pitfalls there could be. So the problem is they will start going in one direction, turns out they're wasting time or they didn't think about it. And that takes practice. I'm not expecting you in 1 week to get all of that, but I am expecting you in a week to get an overview so that you can have an intelligent conversation with a specialist and you can decide whether this is something that you want to explore deeply or not. Milk, is it Milka or Milcha?
Milika.
Milika. Okay, let's try. Milika. Is it with a K or a Ch? K or CH when I pronounce? Milika or Milicha? Milica. Oh, thank you. When will the 2-minute video start? Hala, great question, Hala. January 14th at 6 a.m. Pacific time will they start. Milica. Awesome. Does anybody remember where Milica is calling in from? Which country? Anyway, Milica, please let us know. Could you please correct me?
Serbia.
Serbia. Ooh, Serbia. Girls from Serbia. Mwah. Awesome. Good evening. Yeah. Could you please correct me if I'm wrong, says Milica. The Winter of Data course will not be that much non-mathematical friendly, if I can move that way. Will not be non-mathematician friendly. No, it will be non-mathematician friendly. It will be friendly to those who are non-mathematicians. However, don't worry. We have the data dragon. If you remember the visualization with the 3 tracks for the data dragons, we can give you real mathematically heavy problems as bonus problems so that, you know, the goal, very good question. Actually, this goes back to this. We would love for the videos to be consumable by the intelligent non-specialist woman who doesn't have much time.
Yes.
The intelligent non-specialist woman who doesn't have much time. However, during the bonuses and the certificates, we would like to challenge you. So it's our goal to take exercises. And I will probably also reach out into the community and ask you, because many of you, about 20% of you seem to come from STEM background. If you have seen really good case examples that we can use as exercise, you can never have enough cool exercises. It's one of the hardest things to do. I don't know if you remember the continent counter or the grandma or those things, like finding a fun and a fun exercise that actually challenges you to use your problem solving skill is always the hardest. So if you find those, I would love for the community to come together and share those. But we will try to provide those if you're mathematical. Yeah. How can I get VIP or gold member, says Sarah. Awesome. Sarah, the VIP membership we will not open this winter. We will just open it once a year in the summer. So that you cannot get right now. I'm so sorry. The gold membership you will be able to get at the beginning. I'm going to hold an opening webinar on the Winter of Data. Maybe even once a week we'll have an opening webinar. And on that webinar, I will share the link. I just want to make sure that those who actually sign up have the background and understand this is a mission-driven organization. It's a not-for-profit. It is volunteer run, so there are limitations. We are not as mature as like Coursera or Udacity. Mm-hmm. However, it's all women, and it is, I think the uniqueness actually comes somewhat from this live interaction. It's not a pre-recorded course. You can watch the recordings afterwards, of course, but the point is that you can also come and get questions right away and get them answered.
Mm-hmm. And the community, our beautiful community.
Exactly. Actually, that's true. You probably will learn more from each other than from any of us. Anna Shushic, Ilna, will you give out exercises in Winter of Data? Oh, you bet. Oh, you bet. Just please give yourselves permission not to complete it all. I know some of you are overachievers. Will there be hackathons, datathons as well? Sylvia, very good question. I think I would like to. I will try. To be honest with you, we're a little bit behind. It depends a little bit on the mentor organization. I will have to come back to you during the Winter of Data. It depends a little bit. Actually, again, it comes back to the community. All of you who are taking part, it's not just taking part. By being a part of it, you are making a statement. So the UN, for example, started paying attention to us because of the numbers. It's very interesting. Like, it's actually a bit mind-boggling if you think about it, because what I'm trying to say is I will need your help. I will need your help. If we want to have datathons and hackathons, I don't have really good sponsoring organizations yet who basically nobody has given us a good data set yet that we could run a challenge on. So I could use a little help, and the help that you could do is if you would send this mentor organizations link. Let me put this in the chat.
Absolutely.
If you could share it to anybody who works at a company, literally, it doesn't matter what job they do. Mm-hmm. Because as long as it gets to a software engineer or somebody in recruiting, it will find its way. Yeah, we would love to do a little Kaggle or something similar. I have a couple data sets that are women oriented. I would love for that to happen. But the truth is, there are not, I mean, if we have a sponsored datathon, it will probably be a data set that comes from some commercial or nonprofit application. Okay, cool. I think those are the questions so far. I will finish here and take more questions later. Estimation we did, hypothesis testing. So once we've covered the idea that we want to estimate, hypothesis testing, data-driven decision-making, answering yes/no questions, A/B testing, type 1 versus type 2 errors, statistical significance and its limitations, potential error sources. I think this is actually quite interesting. Again, there's a mathematical component to it, but what matters more is, I'll give you an example. So right now with the core team here, whom you see on the call, we are starting to discuss this book, Key Performance Indicators, 75 measures every manager needs to know. What's interesting about this, for example, if you're in a corporation and you have a 1-year plan, a 1-year strategy, and you try to let's say you set a budget or a plan on what you will achieve, and then you forecast, let's say each month, on how well you're doing towards that goal. Most managers will just want to have a single number on what they expect that month's number of users to be or that month's sales to be. But the truth is that single number is actually not a good enough expression, because the question also is, how confident are you in that number? And how much of an error do you expect there to be? So if I say, okay, we hope that there will be 1 million women or enrolled in courses by January 1st, 2020, am I sure? Can I say that my margin of error will be this small, and it will be between 999,999 women and 1,000,001 women? Or do I think it will be between 20,000 women and 20 million women? Like, that's a completely different number, even though my estimation is there. So we need to talk about it. And in management, and I think most everyday life, we sort of ignore, we oversimplify. So I hope this will help you. Agnes Polka, my question is, anybody in Hungary as a country coordinator who if I can help anything? Awesome. Wow, this Agnes, you're amazing. See you, Aggie. Yes, please get in touch with Irina. She just sent her email to you, or any of you, if you would be willing to help with the country coordination. It's basically reaching out over social media and email and in person and phone to local groups. Then please contact. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And last one, design of experiments, sampling techniques, how to gather data. How much data do I need? What if I want to vary many things at once? These are a little bit, again, considerations, let's put it this way. And we will have a surprise week for you, so stay tuned. Please follow us on Facebook, 1 Million Women to Tech, Twitter, 1MWTT, Instagram, 1MWTT, and of course the website, which is changing almost daily, 1millionwomentotech.com. And please share the sign up link, bit.ly/WOD Winter of Data WOD 2019. Anu says, is there any form that we have to fill out to be a country coordinator? At the moment, I think it's just an email.
Yeah, just contact me and I will set you up.
Yeah. There is, okay, so this is the syllabus. How are any other questions on the syllabus? Awesome. I feel like I've talked too much. Ola, why don't you break up my rant before I go and talk a little bit more about the community, or mother of communities.
Okay, I will just...
Right on cue.
Maya is here.
That's okay. You're muted.
We know the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. They disappeared.
Oh, you disappeared. I'm so sorry.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but Ilona, you have to...
I asked you to start your video. So sorry. Okay, while we troubleshoot with Ola, Irina, please take over. Oh, there she is. Okay, no, back to Ola. Okay.
Yeah.
Ola from Poland, who is amazing and who is actually just come out of a huge fever to join us.
Yeah.
Like, how can I thank you enough?
I know. And ladies,
Maya, let's have
Back.
Let's have Maya.
all her 3 kids are ill at the moment. So, and she is just recovering. So Ola, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We will have a small assistant. Yeah.
Because
well, we were talking about the mother of the community. Yes. So who we are looking for? We are looking for amazing women. We are looking for amazing women who could support us.
Okay, I can take it from you, Ola.
Yes.
Please do. Sorry.
It's okay. You just show us your beautiful assistants and make us happy by doing that.
And we would love to have 3 new Olas for our mother community. Yeah. So the task is not very hard, but very time-consuming and emotion-consuming, because you need to offer guidance to all our country coordinators. We faced some little hiccups during the process of country coordinators gathering sign-ups, and we decided that we need to divide all the country coordinators into 3 groups corresponding to time zones, and that we need dedicated, hardworking, and awesome women who I know are watching now. and they will be responsible for each of the cohorts. I don't know how to describe them.
Yeah, let me share my screen, just the three areas. We don't have the job description up yet, but we can share already the three zones we're looking to cover.
There you go. Yeah.
This is for the companies, of course. This is the mentor organization, but the same will apply to the country coordinators. So this you will see.
So basically, you need to nurture our country coordinators. You need to give them guidance and help them if they face some difficulties. For example, when they don't know where to look for new signups, when they are facing some troubles with new ideas, or just to check on them and see if they are okay, talk to them and cheer them up, because the number of country coordinators is growing like every day, and I'm only one person with other responsibilities. And that would be awesome if you could take this from me and make it better and make it work. And Ilona set unbelievably high mark for me to gather 100,000 signups, which I'm failing like totally. So, but I think with 3 dragons, we will gather 100,000. And please contact us. I don't know, Ilona, should they contact me or?
I would like to put up a proper volunteer post for that next week, but I think that will become a bit more clear once I do the announcement. The main point is we're looking for three dragonitas, one for the Americas, one for EMEA, so Europe, Middle East, Africa, and one for APAC, Asia Pacific and Oceania, to be the coordinators of the country coordinators, and a bit more if you have management and strategy experience. I think that would be fantastic, because
I was going to add that.
Each of these countries have complete, to be honest, unique situations. And I think we are at the point where it would really make awesome sense to have a country by country strategy. It doesn't have to be fancy. I mean, it can be just one page and say, okay, we will go after supporting all the nonprofits who help women, those who help women in wheelchairs, and we will help, women with kids, we will help single mothers, and here are the major existing organizations who already work with them, and we will make partnerships and share our information with them. Like, it can be that simple, but I think it's very helpful if we have country by country. Yes.
Yeah.
There's some chat activity.
Yeah. And I also just want to add, actually, ladies, I think it's very important for the dragoness to be very reliable, because you also need to understand that this position, or you will be actually held responsible to look after, for example, for the Americas, so you'll be responsible for North and South. So all the countries, whoever are, like working on, like the country coordinators that will be under Americas, you will be in charge in checking if they have been productive. So these are the things that we really want to let you know. I mean, because also it won't be fair to just be open to anyone. And the reason why we would like to be very strict with this is because, ladies, you have to understand that in order for us to reach 1 million women, there has to be a coordination and, respecting each other's time and so on. So these are the things, like the qualities that we really are looking for, because, we're very open to start like connecting and start a relationship with any one of you, but these are the things that we really sort of kindly ask from you. Okay.
We are a little bit over time, Vanessa. I'm going to put a little speed on it, ladies. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay, so sorry. So the second part is the volunteer cohort 2 is graduating. We treasure you so much, and would like to actually offer a graduation and a celebration. You will receive an invitation to a Zoom party to bring your family, friends, cats, dogs, parrots, everybody during the Christmas break to celebrate.
Yeah.
And on the 18th of December, what I would like to say is when we finish cohort 2, please submit all your work to your team leaders, share also your highlights and your difficulties, and we will put you up on the, Vanessa, is it the legacy page?
I will show it in a bit.
Okay, so Vanessa will we would like to showcase you on the, please share page. Now, actually, the legacy page. Yes. So please submit all of that. Please sign the volunteer policies that now our IP team has put together. And then please rest. We would like to say that it's time to rest. So we will be turning off the 1 Million Women to Tech emails that you had. Please don't worry. That's because, this cohort is finishing. And for those of you who have signed all the IP documents and submitted your legacy, we would like to issue the certificate that you can put on your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and so on.
Yeah.
And here are some of our past volunteers.
Beautiful ones. Very, very beautiful.
Two of whom are success cases. You saw them last week by finding jobs. And also, I know a previous volunteer, actually 2 of them started their own freelancing businesses. So actually the exposure of being 1 Million Women to Tech volunteer can really help you if you showcase your achievement. So
if you have that willingness as well.
Yeah.
Very important.
Of course, it's optional, but we're here to support you and give you that platform to recognize all the wonderful and
and this is also one of the things that we thought would really treasure, like the next year volunteers to come, when you sort of have an idea who were those beautiful individuals who were in 2018. I mean, can you imagine 10 years after 10 years? You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
you will look back and look.
You will be the first, cohort 1 or 2 or 3. Wow, look at that. Exactly.
So this,
Okay, here's the question. I'm going to take over the sharing. How do you apply for the next one? Existing volunteers, I would almost like to suggest that you either take a break or that you consider this simple volunteering one. Volunteer cohort 3 will only have one kind of volunteering. We will simplify things. And the only kind of volunteers we're looking for cohort 3, which is from January to March 2019, is community managers. Because we have a little bit of a winter of data coming / Game of Thrones theme, we decided to call these the Mother of Community. Mothers of Community. Ola is laughing. She got me on to that. Yes, girl. So the idea is that we have so many channels, but there's so few of us. It would be really good to get the community aspect improved. And we did a little calculation, because right now we have channels through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, our website, LinkedIn, and the member portal. That means that there are at least 7 channels, and it would be awesome to have at least one person available 24/7. There's 168 hours a week. If you multiply that by 7, that's 1,176 hours a week. So we need, depending on how much you can devote, we're asking 5 to 10 hours per week for 3 months. That is between 100 to 200 community managers. I mean, this is huge. I don't know if we can get there, to be honest, and it's okay if we don't, but it gives us an idea of where we need to grow in order to be 24/7 and available in all time zones for the community. And if this happens, a year from now or 2 years from now, that's not a problem, but at least we have an idea of that is what would be needed if we wanted a human being to be there and to help.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to read through this application. And even though the URL says job, this is a volunteer job. Where is the chat? Here it is. Please consider applying for cohort 3. I should explain what the benefits are for those who are new. Is the benefit on the top? Yeah, no, on the top, sorry. That sounds like me, yes. Okay, so it is a volunteer position. So it is unpaid. However, what you do get is we will give you a gold volunteer membership. So we just raised the prices in the volunteer memberships. This is $600 value. And this will guarantee you a spot in the gold section of Winter of Data and Summer of Code. Okay, so you'll get 1 year. We do request 5 to 10, minimum 5 hours, maximum 10 hours per week for 3 months. Hala says, Anna, will the VOD have mentors in the Discord channel like the SOC? We're working on that. That's the goal, yes. That's the goal, yeah. You can join our online and remote flexible work opportunity, which is actually very good if you're looking for remote jobs, because you can showcase that you're successful in this environment. And that is usually a fear in remote working. You know, people are afraid whether the person they're hiring is reliable. And if you can showcase, yes, I am, you know, this is how I did it, and you have best practices, it's also helpful to your,
you have experience,
to your, yes, for your job experience. And upon completion of your 3-month cohort, you will get a certificate from us. Many of the volunteers also say that they have gained a lot of self-confidence and tremendously enjoyed being part of a women's group. And finally, it's the meaning. If you really want to change the women's cause and you care about equality more than just saying that you care about, and it's not that difficult. I mean, it's basically being on social media, listening kindly, attentively, and pointing people kindly to resources. And if you find something nasty, then just screenshotting it and documenting it. We don't respond actually to negativity. That's our policy. But anyway, those trainings we provide you with. So it's not that difficult, and yet it is. It's essential. It's one of the bottlenecks is that we don't actually have right now the woman power to truly service everybody's questions, even within the core community. So this is it. Zuhal, what are the requirements? Good English, reliability, and kind of personality. I think it's important that you can take feedback, because what will happen is we would like to have some standard. You can have personality, but we will need some standardization, you know, how, so you will have to follow sort of the playbook or the handbook for community managers. And if you have management skill, that's awesome. I mean, we're really hurting for that. If you know how to manage 100 or 200, I don't know, customer service representatives or community managers, oh gosh, please let us know. And how do you apply? You just click this apply for job and fill out the form. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, we solved the password problem, and we actually going to change that. So I think we should say, dear country coordinators, I'm so sorry, but because there was a hiccup, one person changed the password, we immediately changed it, and therefore unfortunately, you will lose your access to that specific email because we cannot share it. But once we have we figured out how to do it. Yeah, once we have the 3 dragonesses helping us with the 3 areas, as Vanessa is pointing out, then the goal is that each country we will have a application process. Each country will have a country coordinator, and that country coordinator will receive their own email address, such as Zimbabwe at 1 million women to tech.
Taiwan.
Where you will each have your own, and it cannot be the case that one person can overwrite somebody else's password. So that's the best we can do. Is we discussed this just before the call amongst ourselves. Thank you for bringing it up. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it for me. So these 2 for country coordinators, volunteers, everybody else, the big one is this one. Please share this mentor organization call to action with anybody. If you're going to a hackathon, if you have a Facebook group where there are developers, men and women, non-binary, everybody is invited to nominate their countries. Sorry, nominate their organizations. Nominate their organizations to be amazing mentors. And really, without mentors, we can't reach the mission. So that is my biggest call to action, is to please share forward this one. Okay, that's it from me. Irina, would you like to close us up?
Yes, I would like to first of all thank all the beautiful women of the world and of our community, because for me the past 3 months, half a year were just amazing. And I'm so glad and for this opportunity, because every day I face new challenges, but I face them with the good support of all the women who work non-stop, because I know if at any hour I will find someone online who can help me, and that's the power of community. And I want to thank all the girls. I won't name you because I'm forgetting how to pronounce it correctly, but you know who you are. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to work with you. And this cohort is closing, but we have the next one and the next one and the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, there's a question. Milica, what do you mean by writing sample, which is supposed to be submitted together with the resume when applying for the position of community manager? We would like to see how good your English is. So a writing sample can be an email, it can be a short story, it can be a blog post, or you can just sit down and write something short about 1 million into tech or yourself. A writing sample shows us how good your English is, how do you communicate, and we would love to have a short piece. That is what a writing
just to have an idea.
Yeah, because most of the community management will be in writing.
Yes.
Cool. She says awesome. Okay, I would like to grab this opportunity to thank every single one of you on behalf of 1 million women to tech for everything that you've contributed to this community growth so far. This is to you and to all the world, to the volunteers, the learners, the mentors. And before this year 2018 ends, I would like to make sure that you realize what incredible change yourselves have made, and you have contributed immensely to the laying of the foundation for a long and steady future of us and 1 million women to tech. These are Vanessa's kind words, and I would like to share them with you. It is so important, no matter how imperfect we are, that we move forward and we help each other and we help ourselves. And yeah, I think globally we can have an equal world. That is the vision that I hold, and I hold a space for all of us, an equal world where all of us have, where it's not even part of the conversation anymore. It's just is.
Absolutely.
That's it. All right, ladies, have a wonderful 2018. Volunteers will see you for the family holiday thing. So expect we will have 3 different time zones on the 27th, 28th, 29th of December. So you can come and bring your family to whichever works for you. And I wish I could spend individually time with each and every one of you, because you're amazing. Thank you. Bye. This was Ilona Budapesti from San Jose, California.
See you.
Can we give ourselves and the ladies on the call a round of applause on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 2018.
2018. Thank you so much.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. See you.
Enjoy your Christmas. Bye-bye.
January 11th. Bye.